To the choice of our class leaders, everything had significance for us as we grew into our astronaut positions. Shortly after our August reporting date, our class leader, Gregory C. Ray J., that was his call sign, Ray J. Johnson, a retired captain in the United States Navy and a NASA veteran since 1990, told the Penguins, if you want to fly in space, don't screw up in a T-38 jet or a simulator. All 30 of us took Ray J's words to be sound advice, although I often wondered why mistakes can't be made in a simulator. Isn't that where you're supposed to make mistakes and then learn from them? I would come to find out that while some mistakes are tolerated, others are not. We Askans had traveled the country as a group, visiting every NASA center, including NASA headquarters in Washington, D.C. We were paraded around and put on display for all to see. From the desert landing strip of Edwards Air Force Base in California to the Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, we visited each center and learned of their storied contributions to the U.S. space program. In anticipation of one day serving as a NASA spokesperson, we were trained somewhat in the art of public speaking and interviews. We were primped and we were photographed because we were big news. We had influence. But as a class, our judgment was not always sound. Just as back in elementary school there were troublemakers. Individuals who challenged the status quo by sticking their necks out in the name of having a good time while ignoring the consequences. We had some penguins like that. We had our version of the what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas mantra, the two-TACAN rule, referring to the 200-mile spacing of the tactical air navigation system that aircraft use for bearing and distance. Woo. That's astronaut speak for if it happens more than 2 TACANs away, ignore it. We had classmates who jumped, probably inebriated, from the balcony of a condominium near Washington, D.C. into the swimming pool below. We had penguins who were skinny dipping in a small river during a survival training exercise. There was that time we returned from a soiree in thermal California extremely late at night and found ourselves punch drunk the next day from too little sleep. Acting like silly children, we embarrassed ourselves and our hosts while listening to a PhD professor at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. But perhaps, just perhaps, we shouldn't have gone to Mardi Gras. So that makes you want to read more, doesn't it? You haven't read ahead, have you?
No, I have not.
Okay. Did he read ahead?